healthy awareness. Just building a healthy awareness. Let me get my screen up for y'all. Cover that up. This is something I was watching earlier. Alright, so awareness starts with this. Let's find out what it is. Let's see if they got any good clips on it.
Logic will take you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere.
Oh, my man,
Logic will take you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. Albert Einstein.
Yes,
when
sir.
I grew up, my mom always told me, go to school, get good grades, and get a good job. And I'm very confident, very secure that a lot of us that's watching this video right now, you've been told the same thing from your parents, or maybe you as a parent tell your kids that, just because that's the logical way to do it. If you go to school and you get good grades, you can get a good job and you can work for someone, make a great living for yourself. And that's what we do as life. And we meet a significant other, maybe pop out some kids if that's your thing. And that's what life is. And when I met my mentor when I was 19 years old, he's the one that really developed the imagination that James Hsu had. And if you're watching this video right now, you feel that you don't have a lot of ambition, if you feel that maybe your imagination is lacking, if you feel that that's not you, I want to be the guy that tells you that if you want it to be you, it can be you. I feel that everyone that's watching this video right now has imagination. Sometimes you just need someone to maybe plop it out of you. And if you don't feel that you lack in the imagination department, I always recommend have a mentor in your life. Have someone that you can talk to on at least once a week basis, that you can just talk to them about what you're doing, where you are, where do you want to go, and all the things that you want to create in your life, all the things you want to do with your life.
Hey, all that mic beaming, boy, like Willie beaming. Hey, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Expansion Pack. I'm your host, Dan F. Man, here on DGTA TV. Yeah, so this is Friday. We've made it to another Friday. Let me switch my mic over. It's acting retarded. Hold on, y'all. Microphone check 1 2. What was that? Hey, we back. Welcome. We made it to another Friday, y'all. So we preparing for the new year on this episode of Expansion Pack. So I'm gonna roll right into this. I haven't watched it yet, but it's a Jim Carrey video of a Jim Carrey video that we're gonna watch. Let's see what the message is. Let me switch over to the live scene. And let's go.
I've often said that I wished people could realize all their dreams and wealth and fame, and so that they could see that it's not where you're going to find your sense of completion.
I believe that I had to become a famous, idea.
Yeah.
And get all the stuff that people dream about, and accomplish a bunch of things that that look like success, in order to give up my attachment to those things. It's been a part of the evolution of ego, is to spend your first half of your life acquiring and adding, thinking you can add to yourself, and it looks great. I mean, it looks great when you got a cool car and you got good, nice clothes, and and you've done something that people admire.
When I was about 28, after a decade as a professional comedian, I realized one night in LA that the purpose of my life had always been to free people from concern. Choosing to free people from concern got me to the top of a mountain. Look where I am. Look what I get to do. Everywhere I go. I'm going to get emotional, because when I tap into this, it really is extraordinary to me. I did something that made people present their best selves to me wherever I go. I am at the top of the mountain, and I was, and the only one I hadn't freed was myself.
Yes, sir.
I played the guy that was free from concern so that people who watched me would be free from concern.
And that's when my search for identity deepened. I wondered who I'd be without my fame. Who would I be if I said things that people didn't want to hear?
We don't matter.
You're supposed to say, you know, we're important. You're supposed to say, it's all going to be all right. And you're supposed to say that, you know, whatever you dream can come true. And you're supposed to say all those things. I do believe in manifestation, the power of that kind of stuff, but I don't believe that any of it matters. You know, this mattering is to me a human construct.
I used to think Jim Carrey is all that I was. Just a flickering light, a dancing shadow, the great nothing masquerading as something you can name.
I don't exist, so they're all characters that I played, including Jim Carrey, including Joel Barish, including any of those things. They're all characters. You know, Jim Carrey was a less intentional character, because I thought I was just building something that people would like, but it was a character.
Because ultimately, we're not the avatars we create. We're not the pictures on the film stock. We are the light that shines through. All else is just smoke and mirrors, distracting, but not truly compelling.
You know, everything is divine. You know, there's no thing that isn't divine. Everything is divine, and I'm that. I'm not the body. I'm you guys, and I'm this thing, and I'm this thing, and I'm the cameras, and it doesn't matter to me what's happening on them. Sometimes I still have the groove cut in me that, you know, wants my hair to look nice.
Right.
It's an ancient thing. You know, there's still ego there, but
Big ideas don't come easy.
But I don't, I'm finding that ultimately the freedom from it is something people
what's
are
up, Zanita
kind of hungry
67?
for in a way. They're like, I don't want to be me
Preparing
either.
for the new year.
You know, and
Catch
I
that.
go, well, great, because you never have been.
To find real
Quick
peace, you
message
have to let the
from
armor
our
go.
friendly neighborhood Jim Carrey.
Your need for acceptance can make you invisible in this world. Don't let anything stand in the way of the light that shines through this form. Risk being seen in all of your glory. Our eyes are not viewers, they are also projectors that are running a second story over the picture that we see in front of us all the time. Fear is writing that script, and the working title is I'll Never Be Enough.
People talk about depression all the time. The difference between depression and sadness is just, you know, from happenstance. Whatever happened or didn't happen for you, or, you know, grief or whatever it is. And depression is your body saying, F you, I don't want to be this character anymore. I don't want to hold up this avatar that you've created in the world. It's too much for me.
Right.
You know? And so a friend of mine who's a spiritual teacher has a really good take. His name is Jeff Foster, and his take on it is that you should think of the word of depressed as deep rest. Deep rest. Your body needs to be depressed. It needs deep rest from the character that you've been trying to play.
Right.
You know, the great and powerful Oz. I'm the great and powerful Oz. How dare you come near me?
This is the voice
Of the ego.
and if you listen to it, there will always be someone who's doing better than you. No matter what you gain, ego will not let you rest. It will tell you that you cannot stop until you've left an indelible mark on the earth, until you've achieved immortality. How tricky is this ego that it would tempt us with the promise of something we already possess?
The happy place is realizing that you're everything, you know, and that there's no real you involved in the first place.
You know, the only thing that separates you from an African American or an African Canadian is an idea, you know, and the weather. you know, and the adaptation to the
Prepare
climate.
for the new year. Sometimes
And
we
whatever it
can't
is, I
comment on
don't
it.
believe in any of
What
it.
we are going to do in
And
the new year, we just have to do
and so the feeling of
it. That's a lot more than
wholeness
the new year.
is a different feeling than meanness.
I believe that peace lies beyond personality, beyond invention and disguise.
You can spend your whole life imagining ghosts, worrying about the pathway to the future, but all there will ever be is what's happening here, and the decisions we make in this moment, which are based in either love or fear. So many of us choose our path out of fear disguised as practicality. What we really want seems impossibly out of reach and ridiculous to expect, so we never dare to ask the universe for it. I'm saying, I'm the proof that you can ask the universe for it. Please.
In case I don't see ya. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
We about to see some more. You know we got to see some more party games. Y'all gonna be getting together with your people soon. That just looks stupid. Yeah, this just looks stupid. Hold on, we gotta do the ones that ain't gonna have music that's gonna give me a hit.
We invited 50 of our top-level students to a community meetup here at the AJ and Smart office in Berlin. And we wanted to start things off with a bang. So we ran one of our favorite, one of the wildest icebreakers you're ever gonna see. If you've ever wanted to run an icebreaker for a team that makes people go wild from 0 to 100 just within a few seconds, check this one out. I think you're gonna like it. Have a look. Hello, everybody. It is very cool and very weird to see you all here in 3D form and not just like a flat small box on the screen that I look at like every Tuesday, although I've seen you in 3D form before, a couple of you. But yeah, welcome to the AJ and Smart office. It's really cool to have you here. Yeah, it's usually a private space. We usually don't have anybody here, so like even hosting people here is weird for us. So like how many people actually fit in? I think we could have fit in another like 10. What do you think, guys? Next time? There will be no next time. So yeah, first of all, thanks so much to the AJ and Smart team for pulling this off. It's been a long day, and I think it's, let's give them a little clap. And here's the agenda for the evening. Welcome and warm up is now. So, yeah, well, it's good. You're going to get warmer. So soon I'll be bringing my sister Rebecca up, and we're going to do a warm up. And this is a warm up that Rebecca has not tried before. So it's like a new starting. We're going to test it out. Rebecca.
Let's go, Rebecca.
In a large group. 2 groups. I'm down. This is massive. I didn't expect this number. So we're going to make sure that everyone has a partner. Just put your hands out like this and face your partner like that. And let's see. Let me see. That one's easy.
One thing, for anybody who doesn't know how this is done, if the facilitator who's leading it puts their hand up, everyone else put their hand up as soon as you see it, and then stop talking.
There we
Let's
go.
test it. Wait, no. Let's test it when imagine I'm the facilitator here. Let's test it.
Come on, y'all better get to something.
Okay, it's after the 3. That's one rule. And the second rule is so that you can challenge us, okay?
Tim beats Lucy.
Okay.
Balls are okay. Balls are true.
All right. Yeah,
Balls are okay. Balls are true.
all right. Yeah, okay.
Let's do it now. Are you ready? Just take a phone.
they playing rock, paper, scissors. The biggest game of rock, paper, scissors I've ever seen. I want to see who win. Okay. She won. Oh. They still going. Dang. That was fun, but whack at the same time, because
But there's also no like.
that took up the
physical
whole video.
contact and stuff, but it is
very
aggressive.
You guys wasted my time. Let's see what they about to do.
The holidays aren't just about receiving gifts under the tree,
Hey,
but
Petty
spending time with
Officer,
loved ones.
Third
Members
Class
of Great
Gabriel
Activity
Cottico.
Sasebo's First Class Petty Officer Association hosted a children's holiday party to bring Christmas joy to Sasebo.
We are, in a remote area. We're not in the United States where we're able to be around other people and our close family. So this is kind of our
shout out to the
family away
troops.
from the family. So we just decided to bring a little Christmas to Sasebo.
The event included games, a bouncy house, and cookie decorating. But any holiday party wouldn't be complete without an appearance from good old Saint Nick.
I like the smile on my kid's face when Santa comes, or just the excitement that he gets with that.
Yes, sir. That's good for y'all.
Hey guys, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 11.
Get to the point,
Once a minute
Jillian.
is up. So yeah, that.
You showed nothing, Jillian. You just sat there and talked. Hey, yeah, I'm on a roll today. For real, rock, paper, scissors. That was it. I'm like, yo, that's all y'all doing? All right, hold on. We might have to skip over to TikTok. Yeah, I'm on them today for these videos.
Italy comes to Brazil.
Yeah, they ain't doing nothing. I know I typed in the right search. Holiday party games. Let's look at shorts. Let's see some of the shorts. I guess not.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, we seen this one.
All the games we played at our Christmas party. 2022 edition. Heads up, heads down. Pay pie and mo ang tilapia cup. I shoot mo nine. Christmas ball. Pause for the gift exchange. Don't let the balls fall. Bardagulan moments. Next year, Hewlett.
Yeah, we saw that one. Well, since y'all want to be, gotta still give my dad jokes. Yeah, Friday dad jokes.
What did the horse say after it tripped? Help. I've fallen and I can't giddy up.
It's alright. It's alright.
It's almost an old joke.
Almost.
Oh, man. Did you know that a deer can jump higher than our blind? Blinds can't jump.
I guess.
I should have seen that coming. But you didn't. No. It went over your head. Where do baby cats swim? Oh no. Oh no. In the kiddie pool? Okay. I was like, please don't go there. Why can't you hear a pterodactyl go into the bathroom? I don't know. Because the pee is silent.
Yes, sir.
Somebody asked me, where did your sister go, honey? I said, Alaska. He said, never mind, I'll ask her myself.
Alaska myself.
I said, okay. Oh, God. What do you call a lazy kangaroo?
You're green.
A pouch potato.
Pouch potato.
What do you call an angry carrot? A steamed vegetable. Yeah, I can see that. Did you hear about the hunter that broke his left arm? He's all right now. No. That may have been the end of his hunting season, too. If two vegetarians get in a fight, is it still called beef? I spit all over you. Is it still called beef? I spit all over you. I don't know, it might be a pickle.
He said it might be a pickle.
Beef. Vegetarians get in a fight. Is it still called beef? Egg roll.
Only the dads are laughing.
How do you make an egg roll?
Yes, we are.
Roll.
Yes, because I'm laughing hard. I'm only give y'all a little bit more of these. I ain't gonna stay here for too long.
Oh, God. How do you make an egg roll? You push it. You always make my day. If you have 3 shotguns in one hand and 10 decoys in the other hand, what do you have? I don't know. Big hands. I'd say so.
Didn't even try to figure it out.
Right.
The waiter asked me if I wanted a box for my leftovers. I told him I don't like fighting. The waiter asked me if I wanted a box for my leftovers. I told him I don't like fighting.
Yeah, I'm using that. I'm using that. That's what I can remember.
What has more lives than a cat? A frog. Because it croaks every day. When it rains cats and dogs, you have to be very careful that you don't step in a poodle.
Yeah, that's actually funny.
What has 4 wheels and flies? A garbage truck.
That's the last one. I can't do
No more. I can't take no more with them. All right. Let's see something. I want to see some royalty-free comedians. All right. Let's see.
Older guys don't call you things like cute or hot. They call you things like stunning, gorgeous, shit with syllables, things that would take a 20-something guy a little while to sound out. And older guys aren't like cute or hot either. You know, they're handsome, distinguished,
Right.
like old pictures of your grandpa you shouldn't look at too long. You ever find one of those in an old dusty box? You're like, who is that? Oh, that's wrong. Okay. They're not your family in those pictures yet. They're just the past. It is a gray area. Oh, I'll get weirder. You ever see a picture of your parents when they were young and hot and you get like weirdly mad because you know they would have never dated you? I saw a picture of my dad in college football once. I didn't talk to him for 3 weeks. I'm like, you would have left me at a drive-in, you Danny Zuko piece of shit.
Right.
He's like, what? I'm like, I can't hug you for a year, and I don't want to talk about it. Older guys don't call you things like cute.
I'm home one day, and the cops come knocking on the door. I go answer the door. I say, hey, officer, what seems to be the problem? He said, I need to see your ID. I said, I didn't know you could just go to people's houses and ask them for the ID. What seems to be the problem? He said, well, a neighbor called and said she saw a brown bear in sweatpants.
I think we see this one.
And I'm like, I haven't seen this brown bear, but I'll keep my eye open because we do have kids in the neighborhood. I'm home one day.
Who fought on the way over here? Y'all are clearly a couple. Who's the guy in her life that you hate? It's her best friend. Where'd you meet this best friend? At work? Oh, that's worse. Oh no, she has to see him every day. Okay, where do you work? At a school? Are you a teacher? Oh shit. Okay. All right. Okay. What do you teach? What is he a teacher as well? What does he teach?
Stop asking them questions.
Science? Would you say you two have chemistry?
No, we have chemistry right here.
Doesn't sound like it.
I'm mad at bro.
Sounds.
Black people, you guys are awesome, man. What's your name, man? May I ask? Tyrone. Tyrone, of course it is, man. Yeah.
Get the hell out of here. Nah, that's terrible.
Was Martin. Black people, you guys are awesome, man. What's your name, man? May I ask? Tyrone. Tyrone, of course it is, man. Yeah.
That was terrible.
My biggest hero was Martin Luther King, ladies and gentlemen. Right. He was the best speaker ever. A lot of people don't know Martin Luther King was actually a salesman before he was an activist. Yep. Can you imagine that? You knew that, right? He must have been the greatest salesman ever. Are you tired of your vacuum cleaner? One time some white lady came up to me after the show and she goes, hey, I didn't like those jokes about black people. I was like, lady, I can tell. You don't know shit about black people. She was like, oh, yes, I do. I love rapping music.
This is not funny.
I was like, then you should know. Bitches ain't shit.
Yes, sir.
Black people, I love rapping music.
Yes, sir.
Black
Okay,
people.
well, that was funny.
Came
He
up to
brought
me after
that
the
home.
show, and she goes, "Hey, I didn't like those jokes about black people."
He brought that
I go,
home.
Lady, I can tell. You don't know shit about black people. She was like, "Oh, yes, I do. I love rapping music." I was like, "Then you should know. Bitches ain't shit."
That was funny.
Black people.
I was adopted into a white family in my teens.
Dad's a bong.
Your dad's a what?
A bong.
A bong? Oh, your dad's ashes are in a bong?
No, they are made into a bong.
They were made into a bong?
Yeah.
God, we are in Portland, aren't we? You would put a sack over my head, put me in a big suitcase, driven me around for 3 days, put me on this stage, and been like, guess where you are? And I had heard they turned my dad's ashes into a bong. I'd be like, Portland, Oregon. Was your dad a big weed guy?
He was a stoner my whole life, and I never got high with him because I didn't do drugs until I was 29. I died when I was 23. I never got to smoke with my dad, so I turned him into a bong. So I could smoke with my dad.
Yes, ma'am.
Again, if you don't like this story,
Yes, ma'am. Right. Right.
you've had it too good.
Too good. Right.
That's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard in my life. That's a fucking Pixar movie.
Dad's a bong.
Your
Right.
dad's a what?
A bong.
You know, when
I
you
enjoy
get
that.
attacked, I know it's ugly. I know sometimes it is unbearable.
We needed this.
But in a way, you need to thank God. You know why? Because if you're getting attacked, that means Christ is really very close with you, in you, and walking along with you. That's why you are getting on Satan's nerve. Satan will not attack someone who is lost. Satan will only attack those whom Christ is dwelling in them with mightiness. So when you are getting attacked so heavily, thank the Lord, because it is a very, very clear sign that Jesus is with you. That's why you are making Satan eat Indian hot pepper. So thank the Lord and say, Lord, it's very unbearable, this trial, but you're with me.
Because they're actual Africans. They're like actual animal chimps. And because they're actual Africans. They're like actual animal chimps. And they don't care.
30 St. Petersburg, Florida? Does that ring a bell? Oh, checkmate. Damn, it sounds like a library in this bitch. What's going on? You sitting there all quiet like a church mouse, dog. God damn. What was that you were saying? See, I bet you didn't wake up this morning thinking a chick was gonna do that to your ass now, did you? Now let me ask you another question. Who is Is that you? Don't tell me that's you, big dog. Not like this. You don't look like a to me. Usually are nice people. You look more like a Ryan. You know, Ryans are hateful people. Oh, sorry. My bad. You want a piece?
You're really gonna ruin a 14-year-old's life over on the TV?
No, don't play the victim. Listen to me carefully, you fucking recessive chromosome. Okay, don't play the victim now. You knew exactly what you was doing.
Because they're actual.
Hey. Can't be 14 online saying anything. Let's see this about you.
Perfect.
Galing.
He wrote that back?
Ganda. Ganda
What the heck?
Maganda pa yung sulat mo sa akin eh. Maganda pa yung sulat mo sa akin. Baka baligtad pa yan.
What the heck?
Very good.
What?
Very good.
How? I'm glad they got this on camera. I'm glad they got that on camera.
Imagine you talk to the creator of the universe before birth.
and pick the person you get to become. You say, I want to be the most courageous. The creator replies and says, well, then I will give you monsters to terrify you so that you can conquer. And you say, well, I want to be patient. Well, then I will make you work harder and longer so you can learn to wait. I want to be wise. And the creator replies, then I will give you failures that will crush your spirit so you can learn the value of judgment. You then say, sounds like a rough life. Can you give me a good life? The creator replies, just like we measure the quality of a blacksmith by the strength of his steel, I measure you by what you are at the end, not the fire and the hammer it took to make you. A good life isn't a life that's easy. A good life is a life that makes you into a good person. And that, my son, is a hard life. Imagine you talk to the creator of the universe before birth and pick the person you get.
In today's fast-paced world, small businesses are leveraging artificial intelligence to drive growth and automate.
You're only 4 years old?
Yes.
You know every bone in the human body?
Yes.
Yeah, don't you? No, I'm gonna test you, okay? I'm gonna point to a bone and I want you to tell me what it is.
I'm looking at the foot again.
Yeah, you looking at the foot again. Okay, what is this right here?
The pelvis. It's the only bone in the body that's gender specific, which means it's different in boys and girls.
Is it?
Yes. The pelvis's job to protect the organs used for digesting and reproduction, which means throwing babies.
You're only 4 years old?
I'm aware that my face is Chinese, but my voice makes it sound like I start fights at pubs. Yeah, I think I'd be a great telemarketer for the pokies. Or a great spokesperson for the casino. Because my voice attracts the bogans and my face attracts the high rollers. That was very nice. Shusha. Sometimes I like to imagine my voice and my face as different people. Like, my face would obviously be someone Oriental, and my voice would be someone who still uses the word Oriental. I'm aware that my face is Chinese.
Hi, I'd love to know if you want to be a brilliant public speaker,
All right,
what are the
go back.
three...
Let me go back. Let's start. Was that all of them? I think that was all of them. Let's do this one.
You a gym teacher by any chance? No, you look like a gym teacher, and one that gives a shit. Not one that's in gym so he can diddle on the side. One that really gives a f. I'm saying he's a good one. Relax. Sorry about that, sir. I'm saying you're the good kind, the one that cares, the one that's about health, not the one that's like, meet me in the showers after class. You a gym teacher by any chance?
Dude, I don't know how you keep that hat on your head, but...
It's black magic, nigga. That's what it is.
So, you mean voodoo?
They're eating the cats and dogs. Nah, not voodoo. They're eating the cats and the dogs and shit.
Come on, man. I need consecutive funny. Oh, that was.
You have 2 kids here? What? How old are you? 31? You have 2 kids and 31? Nice. What about you? How old are you? 24. Nice.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
That's cool you have 3 kids. That's awesome. You're pregnant?
I used to cash my checks at Walmart because I didn't have a bank account. And then I got one, and I was like, I'm fancy. And then I immediately overdrafted it.
We see this
a lot. Some might say too much. And by some, I mean Wells Fargo would say too much. Way too much.
She said that
so
should be
I
a
couldn't
Pixar
cash
movie.
my checks at the bank anymore because they would take all my money because I'd overdrafted it. And then I couldn't cash my checks at Walmart, you know, on account of them catching me stealing a TV. So... You know that problem we've all had? Yeah. When you and your brothers get caught stealing a TV, so you fight the security guy. And let me tell you, the police don't care if you win. They will still arrest you. I used to cash my checks at Walmart.
No, Australia ruled. I only had one negative experience while I was there, and it was I got bullied.
I got made fun of publicly by a goth. They still have goths, dude. Full on black trench coat, black eyeliner, and he made fun of me. I'll give him credit in his defense. The reason he was making fun of me is because I was wearing a bucket hat. I had never done that before. There were no black people on the island. I was taking fashion chances the whole time. That's the thing about these countries. I was just in England, Scotland, Ireland, Australia. No black people. And I know what you're thinking. No. No, you need black people. You need black people to keep the whites in check.
Right.
The last thing you want is a whole island of whites that think they're the coolest people on earth. It's a disaster. That's how you end up with Conor McGregor's walking around like, it's like, shut up, dude. The foreign whites are out of control.
Right.
No, Australia ruled. I only had one negative experience while I was there, and it was I got bullied.
What's up?
I hooked up with this one guy, and he texted me afterwards. He said, "You're the kinkiest girl I've ever been with." And I said, "I know this text was not meant for me." And I knew that because at the time I had my arm in the sink and I was soaking off a Band-Aid, okay? Because I was too afraid to take it off because of the pain. So that just wasn't true. That just wasn't true. I've been trying to mix things up, been trying to change up my luck, you know, see if I can get some. And I asked a guy out recently, and I realized I sound a little needy. I sound a little desperate in a way I'm not super thrilled about. I sound like a white woman with a pyramid scheme.
How do you want to die?
We've seen her.
Like, on a roller coaster? Like, if it was fun?
You want to die on a roller coaster? Like Final Destination? You want to die on a roller coaster having fun? Okay, so just you want to die at an old age on a roller coaster having fun.
She said
Are you single? No? You're engaged. That's incredible because your standards are so high. You're like, I want to be old, I want to be having fun, and I don't want to see it coming. Wow. Okay, how do you think you're going to die?
I'm not a good driver.
That was so real. That was so real.
Right,
How do you want to die? On a roller coaster. How are you going to die? Oh, on the highway.
How did y'all meet? Moose match?
Y'all met where?
That's what they all say. You sneaky bitch. If you're not white, what are you? Pakistani. Get the fuck out of here. Stand up. Stand up for the people. Stand up. Stand up.
I ain't black either.
Daywalker. Wow. 9/11 was comfy for you.
He said,
she was probably with the white people like, get him. 9/11
was comfy for you.
9/11 was comfy for you. She was probably with the white people like, get him. That's crazy. You're Pakistani. What's your name? Is it Faiza? Pakistani as fuck? Hey, man, respect. You know what I mean? Because you clearly wanted a white girl, but you didn't want to disappoint your parents. So you just dig the next big thing.
Sir.
You know what I mean? Respect, y'all. Respect. How did y'all meet? Moose match?
Yeah, you see these stains right here? No, I got the best thing since cake and ice cream. You NLE Chopper, right? Yeah. Yeah, you all over the web. Man, I'm a fan. Like when it's hot in the house, shake a hand, meet a friend. Type shit. Yeah, I ain't want to leave you out. Leaving. Look, don't beat me up, but look, watch this right here. Look, you spray this over here, not. Guess what my mom said when I turned 18? What? She said if it's darker than me and it don't pay bills, it shouldn't be there, right? Yeah. Yeah, you got Twitter? Yeah. Follow me. Look, watch this. You see this right here? Look, spray this on here like soap. Look. Yeah, you see these stains right here? No, I got the best thing since cake and ice.
God, yes or no? Why not take on this question of the existence of God?
Because it's not something to reduce to a soundbite, fundamentally.
But your lectures are 2 hours long.
This is true, but when you're talking about the most important questions that people have ever asked, then 2 hours isn't very long. Apparently, people will watch them. So I'm not prepared to say things in any other way than I've already said them. It isn't obvious what belief means. People think that what they believe is what they say they believe. I don't believe that. I believe that what people believe is what they act out. And so I said, I act as if God exists. That's a sufficient statement as far as I'm concerned. You know, what's the old saying? By their fruits ye shall know them. It's a matter of action and a matter of commitment. It's not a matter of me parading out my explicit statement.
God, yes or no? Why not take on this question of the existence?
Hey, what happened, bro? Everybody, has he been interrupting your show? Hey, fool, don't fight with the black guys, fool. There's a lot of them out here. Pick your battles. Hey, you talking to me? Hope you're talking to someone else. If you're not gonna come down here, then shut the f up, because a lot of people paid money for this show. So shut the f up. You wanna be like that guy? You want the black guy to come again? You want the kukui? You want the kukui? You want the black guy to come out and get you out of here again? The kukui's gonna come again. The black guy's the kukui? Hey, what happened, bro?
That is. When people go up to me like, you really believe that Jesus died and came back from the dead? I go, I mean, I believe in the eyewitnesses that believed it so much that they got murdered for it with a smile on their face. Would you ever believe a lie to your death like that, where they torture you and crucify you upside down? This guy didn't say, no, don't crucify me. I don't want to die. He said, I'm not worthy to be crucified the way that my God was crucified. Put me upside down. Put me in more pain. So yeah, I do believe. I welcomed him into my life, and then I saw him, and now I believe in him more than I believe in Reed, who stands right in front of me in flesh. Yeah. I'm ready to risk my career, and I'm ready to risk my relationships, and I'm ready to risk it all, because I have an endless supply of joy and peace. You can never touch me. When people go up to me like, you really believe that Jesus died and came?
A, avoid negative sources, people, places, things, and bad habits. B, believe in yourself. C, consider things from every angle. D, don't give up and don't give in. Don't let a damn thing get you down. E, enjoy life today. Yesterday is gone and tomorrow never comes. F, family and friends are hidden treasures. Talk to them and enjoy their riches. G, give more than you plan to give each day. H, hang on to your dream. I, ignore the bullshit. J, just do it. K, keep on trying no matter how hard it may seem. It will get easier. L, love yourself first and most, love God always. M, make it happen. N, never let them see you sweat. O, open your eyes to see everything around you. P, practice make perfect. Q, quitters never win and winners never quit. R, read, learn, study about everything important in your life. S, stop procrastinating. T, take control of your own destiny. U, understand yourself first so that you can better understand others. V, visualize it. W, want it more than anything. X, you already marked your spot in the world. Y, you are unique of all God's grace and no one can replace you. Z, zero in on your target and go for it. A, avoid.
One time I had dinner with him and I asked him a question and he's typing out replies with his eyes, right? On his device.
Right.
And I said, how come Isaac Newton didn't figure out how to stabilize the solar system and he needed Laplace to figure out perturbation theory to show that every time a planet goes around, it's not tugged out of its orbit by Jupiter? Because Newton was upset about it. He didn't know. He didn't have an answer.
Right.
He credited God for coming in and fixing things every now and then. So I posed that question to him. And then 15 minutes later, out comes the answer. You can't think of everything.
I know, that's great.
That was a dewdrop of wisdom. And then he went on to say, Einstein didn't think of black holes. Right. You can't think of everything.
That's right.
People got Nobel Prizes off of black holes that he didn't predict off of his own theory. One time I had dinner with him and
Ring around the rosy, your pockets looking lonely. Ashes.
Oh my gosh, now we ran into a black hole of nonsense. I'm sitting there playing the game. All right, let's see some good wisdom real quick.
One day, a woman saw 3 men standing outside her house. She asked them, "Are you hungry? Would you like to enter the house? Is your husband home?" They asked her. "He is not here yet." "Then we cannot enter." In the evening, her husband returned home. She told him about the 3 men, and the husband said, "Go and tell them I am here. Invite them to our home." She did so, and they told her, "We cannot go inside together." "Why is that?" she asked. The first man said, I am wealth. The second man said, I am luck. The third man said, I am love. Now go back to the house and ask your husband which one he wants to enter the house. She told this to the husband, and he said, let's call wealth. The woman said, let's call luck. Their little boy said, let's call love. Then our house will be full of love. They agreed, and she called the man named Love. The two other men also started walking towards the house. She was confused and said, I only invited Love. Why are you walking together? They answered, where there is love, there is always wealth and luck. One day a woman saw three men.
One day a powerful and wealthy man went to visit a Zen temple. He heard rumors about a Zen master who was said to be the wisest man in the land. Upon meeting the master, the man said, teach me about Zen. The Zen master smiled and said, let's have this conversation over a cup of tea. And so the Zen master started pouring out tea. He filled up the man's cup, but he continued to pour, and he kept pouring, and the tea spilled all over the place. The man said, enough, stop. Can't you see that you're spilling the tea everywhere? And the Zen master said, you see, that's like your mind. In order for you to learn about Zen, you first need to empty your mind, just like this cup. The lesson here is that all of us have preconceived ideas about the things that we want to learn. True wisdom is knowing that you don't really know anything. In order to grasp something, to take hold of something new, we first need to open our hands. We first need to let go.
Yes, sir.
A boy was chased by the police. He ran very quickly into their house. His older brother saw him, his shirt and hands stained with blood. He was shocked. His brother was shaking in fear and could not speak. The older brother looked down from the window and sees a fleet of police cars, their sirens blowing. We're giving you 5 minutes to surrender, said the voice. He told his younger brother, give me your shirt. I need to wash off the bloodstains. A few minutes later, the younger brother heard their back door slam. He looked and saw his older brother walking towards the police, wearing his shirt with hands in the air. He screamed with tears, what are you doing? No, brother, no! They took him away. Days passed. It was his trial. His younger brother sat in the courtroom, tear-filled eyes watching his older brother being sentenced for life for the crime he knew nothing about. He couldn't hold himself. He ran to the judge and screamed, it was me! Please leave my brother! He's innocent! Tears in his eyes. Then suddenly, the police rushed in and showed a CCTV footage proving the boy's innocence. The real culprit had been caught. Why did you do that? He asked his older brother. He replied, I'm your big brother. I'll give my life for you. A boy was chased by the police. He ran very...
There's a difference between knowledge and wisdom. I heard somebody describe it this way. I really, really liked it. But like, knowledge is facts. Knowledge is knowing facts. Wisdom takes it further and is having facts, having information, but knowing how to apply them. But then there's even something bigger, something better than that, that is godly wisdom. And godly wisdom is when you have wisdom, you have facts, and you know how to apply those things over a lifetime with how God designed you and designed the universe. There's a difference between knowledge and wisdom. I heard somebody describe it this way. I really, really liked it. But like, knowledge is facts. Knowledge is knowing facts. Wisdom takes it further and is having facts, having information, but knowing how to apply them. But then there's even something bigger, something better than that, that is godly wisdom. And godly wisdom is when you have wisdom, you have facts, and you know how to apply those things over a lifetime with how God designed you and designed the universe.
4 things you should avoid at all costs. 1. Don't worry about things that haven't happened yet. As Seneca says, excessive worry is unnecessary. 2. Don't think you know everything. We can let it go. We don't need to have an opinion on everything or judge everything we see and hear. 3. Don't complain. Marcus Aurelius writes in his Meditations, don't be overheard complaining, not even to yourself. If you simply take things as they are, you'll have less to complain about. 4. Don't be too busy. Do one thing at a time and focus on what you can control to achieve your goals. 4 things you should avoid at all costs.
I wish somebody told me that the closer I get to God, the more I realize the people I thought had a relationship with God are actually very far from Him. And that the more time I spend in His Word, I start to realize that the people that speak for God don't even sound like Him. I was reading Matthew chapter 26, where Peter denies Jesus, and right before he denies Jesus the 3rd time, something amazing happens. Watch this. Matthew 26:73 NIV. After a little while, those standing there went up to Peter and said, surely you are one of them, for your accent gives you away. It amazes me how in the midst of Peter denying even knowing Jesus, he can't help but to sound like somebody who does. The next verse talks about how he has to curse and swear in order to get them to leave. He had to sound more like them to disassociate himself from him. And if our mission is really to connect people with Jesus, we have to ask. I wish somebody told me that the close.
If you're preyed upon by a psychopath, which you will be to some degree at some point in your life, the psychopath who will be narcissistic will presume that you're stupid and that you deserve to be taken advantage of because you're naive and stupid. So the proof that you're stupid, naive, is that he can take advantage of you. Robert Hare, for example, who studied psychopaths for a long time and interviewed a lot of them, like hundreds of them, and videotaped many of the interviews, he said when he was talking to the psychopath, he always believed what they were saying. And then he'd watch the video afterwards and see where the conversation went off the rails. But, you know, the proclivity to be polite in a conversation is very strong. And if you're polite, you don't object to the way that the person unfolds their strategy, you know. And psychopaths are pretty good at figuring out how to manipulate, obviously, how to manipulate people. And the probability that you will be immune to that is extraordinarily low. If you're preyed upon by a psychopath.
What did you say? Do you think that's supposed to hurt my feelings? Saying I'm not funny? Okay, oh, the person from Germany doesn't like the Nazi jokes. The Germans, historically known for being patient. They don't got no comedy clubs in Germany. What's the material going to be like at a German comedy club? Knock, knock, who's there? Doesn't matter, opens the door, now! Why did the chicken cost so long? He was following orders! He was following orders.
Hold up.
In Germany, what's the material going to be like at a German comedy club? Knock, knock, who's there? Doesn't matter, opens the door, now! Why did the chicken cost so long? He was following orders. He was following orders.
What did you say?
You think that?
You go back to the Greeks, very clever people, but they thought the Earth was at the centre of the universe, and that's quite a deep.
I actually wanted to see that.
This one tells time. This one tells perspective.
It tells what?
Perspective.
Perspective.
Yes, I keep it with me. It's got engravings on two sides. The back is something I used to feel uncomfortable in rooms like this, in front of people. I used to think I was not enough. I did not value self. So on the back of this watch, it simply says comparison is the thief of joy. So I take this, and every time I feel uncomfortable or of low self-worth, I just give it a little reminder, and it reminds me that I am enough and I'm worthy of love. And on the other side, it says memento mori. For when my head gets too big, I need to remember that I'm human and I am above no one. And always remember where I came from and remember those who support me, that I don't do it alone. So I have one side for when I think my ego is too big and one side for when I don't feel enough. And it's a nice little keeper of perspective. This one tells time. This one tells perspective.
Most of the water on Earth is salt water that you can't drink. Here's something that no one talks about. When the glaciers melt, where does the water go?
Into the ocean?
Back in the ocean. But this is now non-salty water going into the ocean. So you're mixing fresh water with brackish water. And they occupy different places in the vertical profile of the ocean. And because salt water is heavier than fresh water. So fresh water occupies the top.
Right.
But it's not as salty as the water at the below. And there are circulations in the ocean, not only up and down, you know, northern latitude, southern latitude, like the Gulf Stream. There's also circulation top to bottom. The combinations of all these circulations create the stability of the ocean. If you disrupt that, there are fishes that can't live anymore where they used to be because the salt level is different. Some animals might go extinct. Some weather patterns will change because the ocean affects climate. So this is why climate modeling is so complicated. Most of the water on Earth is salt water that you can't.
There is a way. Man, we're gonna have to keep doing this we're gonna have to do this every Friday. Just sit and watch these shorts. So you just got a whole bunch of different information. Watch this. Let me open your mind real quick.
asking you to coordinate it with the breath. And if you get a little passionate and you start doing it and you have a target, that pineal gland, one slow, steady breath, you're pulling that energy up, pulling up your perineum, pulling in your lower abdomen, locking down your core. And as you squeeze like this, as you draw the breath up, which way is that fluid going? And you're creating that field. You pull it up into your chest. When you get it up into your chest, your shoulders come down. You lock your entire torso, all these muscles, and you squeeze like that. You bring it through your throat. You straighten your spine. You finish your breath right on that pineal gland. Right between.
Every human was born with a pineal gland, and that pineal gland is a sensor organ that sits in the middle of your brain. It serves as a receiver and a sender between you, the human being, and the universe. You see, that's where you get your freedom from. Every human was born with a pineal gland, and that pineal gland is a sensor organ that sits in the middle of your brain. It serves as a receiver and a sender between you, the human being, and the universe. You see, that's where you get your freedom from. Your mind is connected to the universe, which is infinite. It's infinity. You can do anything with your mind. Everything that you see in its physical form came from the invisible spiritual realm first. This auditorium, this building, wasn't here at one time. It was just in someone's mind. So your mind is very, very strong. And how are you connected with that? Your pineal gland. Every human was born with a pineal gland.
This is
the Fontana della Pina at the Vatican.
The best way to activate your pineal gland, first of all, is to detox it, getting away from fluorides and toxins and processed foods and eating clean. And then, of course, through meditation, but also through a special type of meditation called breathwork meditation. Breathwork meditation for 2 to 3 hours will create this scenario in the brain where the brain thinks you're getting near death when you do the breathwork technique. Forces the pineal gland to pressure up and squeeze and release more DMT. You can have a psychedelic experience without going to the jungle. The best way to activate your pineal gland, first of all, is to detox it, getting away from fluoride.
I'll give you 3 things now that will start rewiring neural pathways.
Please, go.
Get up in the morning.
Get up early in the morning.
Not early, just get up in the morning. If you get up at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, go straight into the bathroom.
What you're looking at here are 2 neurons under the microscope that I've filmed. And if you wait really patiently, you'll be able to see them connecting to one another.
Word.
What you're looking at here are...
Well, I'm going to give you the bad news first, which is that after puberty, so after about age 14 or 15, the human brain and nervous system adds very few, if any, new neurons. The idea that new neurons could be added to the brain is one that has a rich history in experimental science. It's clear that in rodents and in some non-human primates, new neurons, a process called neurogenesis, can occur in areas of the brain such as the olfactory bulb, which is, of course, involved in smell, as well as a region of our hippocampus, a center of the brain involved in memory, called the dentate gyrus of the hippocampus. And there is strong evidence that new neurons can be added to those structures throughout the lifespan. In humans, the evidence is a little bit more controversial. It's clear that we can add new neurons to our olfactory bulb. Well, I'm going to give you the bad news first, so if you've heard that exercise increases the number of neurons in your brain, well, that's not true. And that probably is a good thing, frankly, because we always hear more neurons, as if it's a good thing. But the brain doesn't do so well with bringing in entirely new elements. It has a hard time negotiating that and making use of those new elements. We know about this from things like the cochlear implant. So if you've heard that exercise increases the number of neurons in your brain, well, that's not true. And that probably is a good thing, frankly.
There are specific cells in our peripheral nervous system which actively involve in the regeneration of our neurons, and it is called Schwann cells. If the axons of a nerve damage, the distal part first degenerates, and then the Schwann cells start reorganizing themselves in the shape of a tunnel, which guide the regenerating axons to reach the right location. There are specific cells in our peripheral nervous system which actively...
This underscores the idea that pangenetic naturalism lacks the explanatory power to account for the origin of complex biological systems.
I love what they're doing with AI.
If your headache vanishes like magic, thanks science. Here's how.
Quantum processes in biological systems may play a role in the emergence of consciousness.
All right, I'm off of that. All right. Best holiday movies. Let's do some reminiscing, y'all.
I took two things that I love, dancing and dogs, and I made them into a successful business.
God bless us, everyone.
Hey everyone, I'm Rebecca and welcome to Watch Mojo. Today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 best Christmas movies of all time.
Merry Christmas.
How dare you enter the Grinch's lair!
For this list, we're looking at our favorite Christmas flicks, including holiday specials, but focusing on movies where Christmas plays a large role in the plot, which means we are excluding alternative Christmas movies like Die Hard, as awesome as it is. So, which Christmas movie gets you excited for the holidays? Be sure to let us know in the comments below. All right, ho ho ho, let's get into it.
Santa's coming to town! Santa! Oh my God!
Number 20, Love Actually.
So if you really love Christmas, come on, let it snow.
Whether you love it or not, nobody can deny that this rom-com oozes Christmas spirit. While we all know the main storylines, it's the minor ones that really shine here. The aging rock star who professes his love for his manager, the actor stand-ins who adorably fall in love, the little kid who wants to impress his crush by playing drums and eventually runs through Heathrow Airport. No matter how many times we see it, every holiday season we remember why we actually love this movie. Number 19, Bad Santa.
I've seen some pretty shitty situations in my life, but nothing has ever sucked more ass than this.
Based on the premise alone, you can tell that Bad Santa isn't going to be a conventional holiday movie. Billy Bob Thornton stars as Willie T. Soak, an alcoholic who dresses up as a mall Santa in an elaborate scheme to rob department stores. His collaborator is Marcus, who plays one of Santa's elves. As dark and mean-spirited as this black comedy can be,
I said next, goddammit.
Our main character does manage to find an eensy-weensy bit of good in himself and embrace the magic of the holidays. It's ultimately a tale of redemption, and in Willie's case, even the slightest good deed could be seen as a Christmas miracle.
Okay, make me some sandwiches. I gotta go to the mall and talk to somebody, and I'll be back.
For dinner?
Yeah, that's what I said, yeah.
Number 18, The Bishop's Wife.
There are too many people who don't know where they're going and they want to get there too fast.
If you haven't seen this classic Christmas movie, put it on your list this holiday season. The Bishop's Wife stars old Hollywood film stars David Niven, Cary Grant, and Loretta Young, telling the story of a bishop who asks for divine intervention in his quest to build a cathedral. Grant plays Dudley, an angel who comes to lead the bishop onto the right path. The story culminates on Christmas Eve, when all the characters have finally realized what is really important to them, and all is right with the world.
Let us ask ourselves what he would wish for most, and then let each put in his share.
Number 17, The Polar Express.
I believe.
Even if you didn't see this Robert Zemeckis film as a kid, it'll undoubtedly make you feel young at heart, especially when viewed during Christmas time. Based on a children's picture book of the same name, The Polar Express uses a unique 3D animation style that makes it feel almost real. The story is one rife with childhood nostalgia, following a boy who boards a train headed for the North Pole.
I've wanted to do that my whole life.
Just because this flick came out in the 21st century doesn't mean it doesn't have all the makings of a perennial holiday classic, though. If you believe, you know you'll still hear that bell ring, no matter how old you are.
Well, you coming?
Number 16, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Welcome to Halloween Town. All hail the Pumpkin King. From the mind of Tim Burton, this stop-motion animated film has developed a massive cult following, and its hero has become an emblem of misunderstood souls everywhere.
Jack, the Pumpkin King.
Nobody does Halloween quite like Jack Skellington, but he decides to try celebrating a new holiday upon stumbling upon Christmas Town. What ensues is a holiday mashup of epic proportions, as the season to be jolly clashes with the season to be scary. The big question is, do you watch this movie at Halloween, at Christmas, or both?
Right.
Number 15, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Dr. Seuss's classic holiday book, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, has been a perennial Christmas favorite and has been adapted for the screen several times.
We're gonna watch, you know what? We're gonna watch the cartoon one. This Christmas.
Why can't I find you?
Jim Carrey's performance in the titular role, however, is what sets this version apart.
Mr. Grinch, I came to invite you to be holiday cheermeister.
Holiday Hoopy Waddy?
While we, of course, have a soft spot for the 1966 animated TV special, this adaptation is laugh-out-loud funny and features plenty of jokes that are clearly meant to entertain older audiences.
5:30, jazzercise. 6:30, dinner with me. I can't cancel that again. 7 o'clock, wrestle with my self-loathing. I'm booked.
Because it's a feature-length film, we also get expansions to Dr. Seuss's original tale that take the story in wacky directions that no one could have expected.
The present, they'll be destroyed. And I care! What is the deal?
The real gift can't be wrapped with a bow. The real gift moves like this, sounds like this, and feels.
Number 14, The Santa Claus.
Now that's
Name?
one of my
Santa
favorites.
Claus.
I really do like it.
Name? Père Noël. Babo Natale.
This story starring Tim Allen manages to ignite that spark of childhood wonder that we all once felt about the magic of Christmas.
Hey, you! What's up? Whoa, whoa!
When divorced dad Scott Calvin accidentally causes Santa to fall off his roof, he finds himself having to take St. Nick's place.
It's okay, I'm used to it. I lived through the 60s. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
He said I lived through the 60s.
Watching Scott try to convince everyone around him that he's actually Santa is pretty hilarious.
Santa?
Scott Calvin.
It's a movie that's filled with fun and sentimental moments, taking viewers to the North Pole and back.
Who are you?
I'm Bernard. Nice to meet you, Santa.
As Scott rediscovers his belief in the unbelievable. While the film spawned 2 sequels, the original is definitely the best.
Merry Christmas to all. To all, and good night.
Number 13, Scrooged.
3 ghosts.
3 ghosts, Frank. Expect the first one tomorrow at noon.
God, tomorrow's bad for me, Lou.
Charles Dickens' classic novella A Christmas Carol has been adapted countless times for both animated TV specials and serious feature films.
Call security, have them change his locks, clean out his desk, and toss him out of the building.
Oh, he's fired? But it's Christmas.
Thank you. Call accounting. Stop his bonus.
In this modern take on the story, however, Scrooge actually a TV exec named Frank Cross, played by Bill Murray, who's trying to force his staffers to work over Christmas.
You don't like Christmas much, do you?
Like it. I love it. It's cold, and people stay home and watch television. Ad revenues go up 30%.
Just like in the original tale, the loathsome protagonist is visited by a series of ghosts who show him what the meaning of Christmas is all about.
Where are we? Where are we? You mean where are we?
This version is both poignant and funny, leaning heavily on Murray's comedic wit.
Clear the whole world clear.
Number 12, The Muppet Christmas Carol.
Hello! Welcome to The Muppet Christmas Carol.
The Muppet version is a perfect adaptation for the younger set. The well-known tale of Ebenezer Scrooge, his employee Bob Cratchit, and Tiny Tim is modernized to feature Muppets in all the major roles, as well as a few welcome additions like Gonzo the Great playing Dickens himself, and Rizzo the Rat adding humorous commentary throughout.
Oh, is it too early for breakfast? Yes. Oh, good. Supper time.
Oh, and of course, there's Michael Caine as Scrooge. The songs are catchy, the story is time-honored, and the jokes never get old. The Muppet Christmas Carol will always be a favorite.
Humbug.
Number 11, Frosty the Snowman.
And when I start to melt, I get all...
Thank y'all, Watch Mojo, because I'm definitely putting that on for the kids. They gonna love that.
Wishy-washy.
Kids' Christmas specials aren't supposed to make you cry like a baby, are they?
What'll we call him? Yeah, shall we call him Harold?
Bruce?
No matter how many times we watch Frosty the Snowman, we'll never forget the horror of the first time we witnessed Frosty melting and fully believed he was done for. Luckily, this story always has a happy ending. While we're all familiar with the TV special by this point, did you know that it was actually based around the classic Christmas song by Walter E. Rollins and Steve Nelson?
Come on, Frosty. We're all waiting for you. Happy birthday!
Romeo Muller, who worked on the stop-motion Rudolph, adapted the song into this special. Number 10, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose.
Frosty the Snowman isn't the only animated special by Rankin and Bass Productions that went on to achieve Christmas classic status. 5 years earlier, the 1964 stop-motion version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was broadcast on our TV screens.
Rudolph, I think you're cute.
The special won the hearts of many with its timeless tunes, inventive story, and unforgettable cast of characters. Featuring an elf who wants to be a dentist, a bouncing bumble, a helpful prospector, and of course, the eponymous red-nosed reindeer. No holiday season is complete without it.
Ready, Rudolph?
Ready, Santa?
Number 9, White Christmas.
Just like the ones I used to know.
Are you dreaming of a white Christmas? No matter where in the world you live, you can have one when watching this vintage holiday movie. The well-known holiday tune was previously performed by Bing Crosby in 1942's Holiday Inn, but was reprised in this 1954 film.
To hear sleigh bells in the snow.
Crosby also stars in White Christmas, which is set after World War II and tells the story of two entertainers who have to work together to save their commander's lodge. It's a heartwarming setup that's sure to bring out the Christmas spirit in all of us.
Counting your blessings.
Number 8, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la.
John Hughes wrote and produced this entry in the National Lampoon's Vacation franchise. The Griswold family is trying to celebrate Christmas, but of course, there's no way it's gonna go smoothly. This is perfect viewing for those who want to feel as though at least someone's having a worse holiday season than you are.
This isn't the biggest bag over the head punch in the face I ever got. God damn it!
While Clark may not get the fun, old-fashioned family Christmas he was hoping for, it's a good reminder to temper your expectations and simply enjoy spending time with the people you love.
I've always struggled with losing weight and keeping it off, but I felt comfortable with hers. In a month, I've lost over 7 pounds with GLP.
Number 7, Elf.
Santa's coming to town. Oh my God!
It's not often that a movie immediately becomes a holiday classic, but that's what happened when Elf hit theaters in 2003.
I told him his father had never even known that Buddy was born. And most importantly, I told him where his father was, in a magical land called New York City.
Will Ferrell had one of his most iconic performances in this movie about an orphan raised at the North Pole who decides to go meet his biological dad in the big city.
I'm here with my dad, and we never met, and he wants me to sing him a song. And I was adopted, but you didn't know I was born.
The fact that Ferrell is quite an imposing man only makes his elf costume all the more ridiculous.
First we'll make snow angels for 2 hours, and then we'll go ice skating, and then we'll eat a whole roll of Toll House cookie dough as fast as we can, and then, to finish, we'll snuggle.
It's absurd and hilarious, and will keep you laughing from beginning to end.
The clausometer suddenly just dropped down to 0. There's just no Christmas spirit anymore.
If you're lacking holiday cheer, Buddy the Elf will be sure to bring you some. Number 6, Home Alone.
He knows I ate sausage and olives and
Look what
onions
you did, you little jerk.
Home Alone is an annual must-watch for the antics of the Wet Bandits and their epic takedown by Kevin McAllister. Kevin learns the hard way that you should be careful what you wish for when he imagines a world where his family disappears.
I hope I never see any jerks again.
While there are a lot of unrealistic aspects to this story, both Harry and Marv probably should have died several times over from the accidents that befall them, we can suspend our disbelief and enjoy the ride.
She said they should have died several times.
This movie is full of unforgettable moments that will make you laugh, make you cringe, and make you wonder how a family could possibly leave one of their children behind and fly to Paris.
What else did you do while we were away?
Just hung around.
Number 5, Miracle on 34th Street.
You've got them mixed up. You're making a mistake.
A man named Kris Kringle finds himself taking over the position of Santa Claus at Macy's department store when he points out that the previous Santa is drunk on the job.
Could you be Santa Claus? Have you had any experience?
Oh, a little.
But Kris ends up being a little too genuine in his interactions with people, telling them the truth and even recommending they shop at other stores.
Well, the only important thing is to make the children happy. And whether Macy or somebody else sells a toy doesn't make any difference. Don't you feel that way?
Ultimately, he claims to be the real Santa Claus and leaves everyone in a tizzy.
What is your name?
Kris Kringle.
Where do you live?
That's what this hearing will decide.
This is a holiday classic that stands the test of time and reminds us that anything is possible when you believe in the magic of Christmas.
Your Honor, the state of New York concedes the existence of Santa Claus.
Number 4, A Christmas Carol.
A Merry Christmas to you, Uncle. God save you. Humbug.
Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol remains beloved because its message is perpetually relevant.
What right have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
What right have you to be dismal? You're rich enough.
Though it has been adapted many times, the 1938 film is a staple in many households around the holiday season and is considered by many to be the ultimate version of the tale.
Who are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
You already know the story, but if you haven't seen this retelling, it's time to give it a try.
I shall change my way of living. I will try to keep Christmas all the year. I will live in the past, the present, and the future. The spirit of all three shall be in my heart.
If you've already seen the 1938 adaptation countless times, give the 1951 version a try because it is also a favorite.
God bless us, everyone.
Number 3, A Charlie Brown Christmas.
Hey, we gonna watch that too.
When it comes to annual Christmas specials, is there anyone you look forward to watching more than this? After viewing A Charlie Brown Christmas,
It used to make you feel so good and happy. Christmas time.
you could never look at an artificial tree the same way again. You might even be more inclined to pick out the saddest one in the lot.
We'll decorate it, and it'll be just right for our play.
This special has been airing since 1965, and there's a reason it's never gone out of style. It's so simple and yet so poignant, sincere, and touching. Are your dance moves ready for the school Christmas pageant? We hope so. Number 2, A Christmas Story. A Christmas Story is a holiday film that doesn't sugarcoat how difficult it is to feel like an outsider in your own family.
Ralphie, what did Aunt Clary give you show everybody?
It is always playing on repeat on cable, so you'll be sure to catch a glimpse of it whether you want to or not.
There it is. The holy grail of Christmas gifts
the Red Ryder 200-shot range model air rifle.
Ralphie desperately wants an air rifle for Christmas, but his mother won't allow him to have one because, as she famously says,
"No, shoot your eye out."
Along with Ralphie's main story, we see vignettes featuring his family and other characters, making this a well-rounded movie that's extremely rewatchable.
Now you get yours.
We've seen dramas, comedies, stop motion, cartoons. So, which Christmas movie beats all the others? Well, we have some honorable mentions to get through, and then we will get to our life-affirming #1 pick for best Christmas movie of all time. Jingle All the Way.
Yeah, Jingle All the Way.
Oh, these cookies! I gotta get the rest paper.
We ordered that on pay-per-view back in the year circa 1990, whatever this year was they say on the screen. And man, we watched it every single time it came on, because, you know, pay-per-view you had to pay, and then you call in, you order the movie, you pay, and then it stay on until the next day or whatever. Man.
Les.
Put that cookie down now!
Arthur Christmas.
A child's been missed!
Do you want to wake up the whole North Pole?
Good idea! A child's been missed!
A Christmas Tale, also known as Un Conte de Noël.
On va doucement. Je peux pas. Tout à Noël sobre.
The Holiday.
Iris lives next door to Arthur. He's a doodly-doo.
The Apartment.
Did you hear what I said, Miss Kubelik? I absolutely adore you.
Shut up and deal.
Want more Mojo? Ms. Mojo produces original, high-quality pop culture-related videos on all your favorite movies and shows. Plus, celebrity news, fashion, lifestyle, and more.
Hey guys, it's Phoebe with Ms. Mojo.
My name is Sam.
My name is Eliza.
And I'm Emily.
I'm Rebecca, and welcome to Ms. Mojo.
If you want video,
#1, It's a Wonderful Life.
Hey, this is my band.
Oh, why don't you stop annoying people?
Well, I'm sorry. Hey!
Could we have picked anything else for our #1 spot? There's a reason why It's a Wonderful Life is considered the essential Christmas movie.
George is a good guy. Give him a break, God.
It has a pretty dark beginning, but its magical realism teaches us a valuable lesson about the importance of a single life.
Please help me, Mr. Potter. Help me.
Let's get a year-end mashup, y'all. No, it ain't 2023. It's 2024. Alright, we ain't putting on no filters for this part neither.
My name is Cecilia. I'm a mom of 2 girls, a psychologist, and I choose to transform my PBC treatment.
How would I describe 2024 in one word?
As a matter of fact,
Exhausting.
I'm trying to find the right words. 2024 recap. People can give me their own personals. All right.
Guys, you guys gotta watch this. This is crazy.
Holy cow.
What's a roll down?
Oh, it's when the jackpot hits 2 million and nobody gets 6 numbers. Then the whole jackpot rolls down to the people who got 3 or 4, whatever. Just better odds. Good luck.
Thanks.
Yeah. Better odds.
Damn, that's crazy. Watch, guys.
$2,000 windfall tickets.
2,000.
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to this week's Windfall Lottery Rolldown. Grab your tickets, have a seat, and let's get right to it. The first lucky number is...
Hold on.
Hey, you guys gotta watch this.
You okay?
Oh, yeah, never better.
The first rolldown. Grab your tickets, have a seat, and let's get right to it. The first lucky number is 6. The second number,
I highly recommend this.
23.
You okay?
Oh, yeah, never better. I'm watching a program.
You're watching this?
No.
$43, $31, $10, and $32. And we hope you're a winner.
28.
I want to know
2 months deep into 2024, 60 days in, still feels like more. Let's start a January Gypsy Rose press tour. Alien spotted in Miami, playing without a door. Polar vortex made the Midwest freeze. Mean Girls musical, Killer Mickey's. JT's new song versus old Britney. We found Amelia Earhart in the sea. 87 began, yes, and hit the club. Greta and Margot off.
Hey, just to recap.
2 months deep into 2024, 60 days in, still feels like more. Let's start a January Gypsy Rose press tour. Alien spotted in Miami, playing without a door. Polar vortex made the Midwest freeze. Mean Girls musical, Killer Mickey's. JT's new song versus old Britney. We found Amelia Earhart in the sea. 87 began, yes, and hit the club. Greta and Margot, Oscar nom snub. Taylor dissed at the Golden Globes, now we hold a grudge. We all watched a man, Dua Lipa at a judge. February, Pop Crave is not a gay guy. Emma Stone caught mid-chicken pot pie. Miss Swift sang Exile made a girl cry. Say hi, Fergie's long-lost daughter has arrived. All that work and what did it get me? Madam Web was exceptionally campy. Beyonce goes full country. Fortnite just got a little more cunty. Julie Ragnar became the queen of pop. Where's Kate Middleton, the BBL shop? There was one event that really made the world stop. Where were you when the Oompa Loompa pics dropped? That's so Glasgow's when the Oompa Loompa pics dropped. That's so Glasgow's 9/11. Fifth Harmony resurrected from heaven. Usher gave us all a roller skating lesson. Have you heard about the diner that just turned 97? Ari floated, Grammys got demoted. Taylor's man is goated.
You have been promoted.
Bridget Mendler sits on her throne. Selena's Taylor's version of the unknown. Okay, I need a break, please.
Alright, I need the next
sweetie,
one.
We're only...
No other land is documented.
I need the next
2
one,
months
man.
deep into 2024, 60 days in, still feels like more. Let's start a January Gypsy Rose press tour.
Alien spotted in Miami. I need to see that. Let me go look that up. Why did I not hear about this? Where was it at? I guess you can't find that on the internet no more, huh? They really do be taking stuff off the internet, I guess. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, I can't even search. My whole thing just crashed. Hold up.
Everyone knows who he is.
I have never seen so many cops come out as I have right here at Bayside. There's like...
Hey guys, so I got something very hot for you. The Miami footage. There's only 2 people that have this footage. I had to sign an agreement, a disclosure agreement, that I would not try to profiteer off of it, make any kind of money or anything like that. I'm going to share this video with you. It's not going to last long. As soon as it gets up there, as soon as the AI bots catch it, they're going to pull it right back off. This is the actual footage. So you're going to see exactly what these people see and why such mass riots and freak out. Why would they would call hundreds of cops? I mean, I feel bad because when the story first broke, I thought it was bullshit. I thought, man, anybody, the shit people would do for attention, you know what I mean? Then I found this video and I'm signing right now. Part 2 videos more than like 1 minute, 50 seconds or some shit. Check out part 2, hurry.
What am I looking at? My thing is, why
I'm gonna have to show it on part 2. TikTok videos more than part 2. I'm gonna have to show it on part 2 just because TikTok's got me on shadow ban right now. I can't share videos more than like 1 minute, 50 seconds or some shit. Check out part 2, hurry.
Right. I'll look that up on my own time because now I'm intrigued. Well, I'll look one more. This comment say every time you filming an alien,
yes,
your phone become a 1998 Nokia.
Yesterday, there was a huge incident at the Bayside Market Outdoor Mall in Miami. Now, Miami PD gave a statement and said that people were running at a pace because there were teenagers fighting at the mall. Now, people who was actually there, they decided to speak out and they stated that they saw something strange.
I look back, it looked like a big ass shadow, but it was solid at the same time.
Because of that, though, people began to take to social media in mass hysteria and pass forward the news that, there were 10-foot aliens at the Miami Mall. Even Chris Brown would take to his IG story to further the hysteria by asking why people aren't talking about the 10-foot aliens. I was able to obtain footage of these 10-foot aliens. Here they are.
You know what? I'm not gonna post this comment, but I am gonna type it.
Shit though, on the dead homies, I was trolling.
The person who started the whole hoopla admitted that he trolled.
All of y'all. All right. Anyway, now we coming up on the close of the week, and I ain't got nothing else I really want to put put in here or put out for the day.
Bro. Everyone's going this way. Yo, what is that?
Yeah, whatever.
Well, by now, you've probably seen this. The video is on your social media feed. Teens spreading panic at Bayside Marketplace. Groups fighting, lighting fireworks, and damaging stores. Amanda Placencia is live in downtown Miami with more. And Amanda, several teens have been arrested.
Yes, Juan, 4 teens have been arrested between the ages of 14 and 16 years old after wreaking havoc last night here in Bayside. And we've learned that fireworks, which were mistaken for gunshots, are what led to that major police response.
Peace, family. Ran past a video today, and this kind of ties into the things that I've been talking about on my...
Whatever. Everybody want to talk about something.
Bro. Everyone's going this way.
I hate people.
Bro.
Anyway. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for the day. This was fun. Usually I leave something up playing while we get up out of here. But I'm not going to today. Save myself an extra 10 minutes. I'm going to just go ahead and close on up here, y'all. It's been a good week. I'll see y'all back again next week. Mindful Mondays. As you can see, as usual, I am playing the game back here. So I'm going to keep on playing the game. And I'm going to holler at y'all next week. Peace. I'm going to look up that Miami alien thing, too. Just a little bit. All right, y'all.
It is not going to kill anyone to take a few hours off of eating in America, specifically. 2 to 3 hours after that game, you'd be fine. But what happens? We want that ephemeral value. We have a temporary problem that we need to be able to solve it because we know we can, because we have the money. So we're going to exchange that money for the value. You stand with me? Okay, that's the first level of value, ephemeral. The second level of value that you need to know, right? Because if we're going to build a life of freedom, we got to know, we have to understand and master these levels of value. So the second level is essential value. Essential value. Now, if we were to think about what are some, I want to think of some professions that I believe provide essential value. We don't have to go very far, really, because we now have that term essential workers fresh in our mind from the pandemic, right? Exactly. So think of a brain surgeon, right? It ain't very many of them, so they provide an essential value. Think of a landscaper. While it may be quite a bit of them, it's an essential, like I have to have my grass cut. Either I'm going to cut it or somebody else has to cut it. It's essential. Otherwise, it's going to grow way too tall and things that are going to be crawling in there, I don't want to deal with, right? So landscapers provide essential value. Okay, mechanics, let's get one more in there. Mechanics can provide essential value. I mean, I learned how to change my oil on YouTube, but I can't fix no car. Like I can't do much beyond that. So I need someone who provides essential value. And what happens when we get there oftentimes? We pay up. Even though we know, man, that changing those brakes probably could cost a lot less if I did it myself. But I don't know how to do it myself. And it's essential. So what do I have to do? Got to pay up. Or go find someone that's maybe a little cheaper, but I still have to pay. Right? That's essential value. You must understand essential value. And if you're probably already starting to put it together. You see this in every business, every service around you. There's either ephemeral value or essential value, or this third one that I'm going to show you. The third level of value is, and if you read the book, you know this already, eternal value. Eternal value. So when you think about eternal value, think of it as value